Two posters. My skin is aging. Looks like a hot pocket.
I said I don't have a lot of thoughts today.
That's very sad. All right, so let's review. We did go to bed pretty late, and then we got up, went to the conference. There was a pretty interesting talk about the animals, right? Would you like to give your thoughts on the animals?
That was my favorite of the whole day. Basically, non-traditional animal models in research. Mole rats, canines, bears.
Oh yeah, Stacy moderated that one. Shout out Dr. T. But we just learned about these animal models and how they apply to humans. I thought that was pretty interesting. And what we can learn, all the genes and everything that influences their biology and how we could potentially integrate it with us. I think that's always an interesting thing is like, could we take out those genes and put it into us and like breathe forever?
Take out their genes and put it into us?
Or like somehow sequence their genome, put the extra exons into us so we can like just be okay.
Like fish?
I mean, not that far.
Oh.
But like, imagine you can get old and you could be immobile. You don't have to walk very much, but you have the benefits of a bear who retain all their muscle mass during hibernation and retain their bone density over hibernation.
That's mind-blowing to me. I want to look into that. Like, related to humans, like that's really, really cool. Imagine, like everyone on bed rest, but they don't lose muscle mass. I also loved actually that in the exercise talk when they were talking about not the lifespan but the health span. I thought that was really cool. A lot of research in general focus on like increasing our lifespan, like how do we live longer, but it's not just how are we living longer, but how are we living healthy for longer.
The quality of life.
Right. Like living with disease for a long time is not good.
Yeah, we went to that, and then after, I went to a hydration talk. That wasn't so great. And how was the talk upstairs?
It was all about GLUT4. I don't think I needed to know that much about GLUT4.
GLUT4 is just a receptor that allows glucose into the muscle.
There was a lot about diabetes.
And then after we went to lunch, and that was pretty good. It was like an okay place. We all got Mexican food, I thought. That was great.
Fun. We were sitting outside in the sun. That was good.
Oh my god, I was so scared for my skin because the aging, right? Like I was like, good thing I put sunscreen on. We went to those exercise talks. So there was the skeletal muscle and the chronobiology of it. And we learned that if you exercise in the morning, your plasma glucose, so the sugar that's floating in your blood, stays elevated after you exercise in the morning because it's stressful.
Better to exercise in the afternoon. It's more stable. It's still better to exercise overall.
So the second talk was about the neurons. That went right over my head. It was like about like two the things I remember flashing. And
I did not like that slide. When they were flashing, I'm like, you need to give an epilepsy warning or something. That was crazy.
The third talk was about aging and skeletal muscle. That one was kind of tough. The first part was really good. I can't remember what he said though.
Good to see Panda.
Oh yeah, Dr. Panda.
You have to play that song, Panda, Panda, Panda.
No, but then I'll get a flag for copyright. Okay, and then the last talk was about if you exercise, then you stimulate stem cells. And after that, then we just walked around for a little bit, and we did our poster.
I should have filmed you at your little poster. Not little. You're big.
Well,
First ever poster presentation as a PhD student.
Oh, wait, that's true. Wait, that's crazy. And then Dr. Casa. Shout out Dr. Casa. He's the GOAT of exertional heat stroke and hydration.
People came over to my poster actually because they saw Casa.
Really?
They're like, oh, so you work with Dr. Casa? And I was like, yeah, but more Dr. Lee. But he's so wise. Like that, you get like so sucked into like what you do, like the nitty gritty of it, and then you have a conversation with them, and then they like pull a big picture, and you're like, whoa, like what I do has meaning.
He, like when he speaks, like he really hammers home like the meaning of what we're doing. He was saying this is like one of very few studies that are looking at sex differences, and this has real world application of like how we're assessing the sexual differences and the rise of core temperature that apply to sports and military populations.
Only 8% of research is done.
Only, yeah,
in women.
Yeah, in women.
You're like innovating in the field right now.
Right now, I am a huge name in the field.
Huge. You know that meme Huge.
What was your poster experience like?
It was really good. I became friends with the person next to me, so that was fun. She was really sweet, really awesome. And I think it also made me realize, like, sometimes I just like assume people like understand, like, no. That was, I think, helpful to like practice explaining your research. Everyone was really, really nice. Like, they were super supportive, very excited that I was presenting for the first time, or like a master's student. So I'm like the youngest, so then everyone would be like, "Whoa, that's so cool! Like, what year are you in your master's? What do you want to do after that?" There's a lot of excitement for me to continue in research. No ops.
Rounding it off, we went to Chili's again. It was delicious.
What's the game? Final Four.
Final Four, UConn, they won.
What happened to my lanyard? I must have taken it off.
I mean, we're tired. How you feeling?
I'm gonna go shower. I'm so excited to shower. I was waiting so we could record the vlog. Makeup, wash your hair, shower, boom, change PJs. Tomorrow, Alan and I get separated.
Wow, that's right, for the first time in like 3 days.
I'm probably not gonna see you for like what, a day?
Honestly, you'll be like, oh, that's finally,
Yeah.
right? Any closing thoughts in general about APS?
It was really, really fun. I would totally recommend. There's just like tons of lectures happening at the same time. Basically, just pick lectures that you want to go to. So you basically just get to like nerd out all weekend, which is really, and like meet people that are all like in the same field but also not in the same field. Would recommend.
Really cool. Would recommend. Wow.
Like, it's still vacation because you're like away from responsibilities, but you're also still like learning a lot.
Would you go again next year?
For sure, Baltimore.
Anyways, we have to wake up extremely early for our flight tomorrow. I think we're leaving at 2:30 a.m. We have been tired just the whole entire time. All right, well, I'm not gonna hold you here any longer. So I'll have to get ready for bed. We're all gassed. All right, take care. Made it home with yours truly.